Om Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrabhyo Vamsha Rishibhyo Mahadvyo Namo Gurubhyaha Adi Gurum Jagadvandyam Lokadhisham Paratparam Navayuga Pravartaram Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Shri Sharadam Vishwamatam Shishyavrandam Shodasham Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parampara. We were contemplating on Sadhana Chatushtaya. Nitya Nityamastu Viveka Iha Mutra Phalabhoga Viraga Shamdamadi Shat Sampatta and then Mukshatva. We were considering about the Mukshatva, emergence from all bondages forever, from the whole nature, the entire nature, to emerge from it and enter into the life eternal. Mumukshatva. Moktum ichuhu mumukshuhu. The one who desires to become mukta from the whole entire nature and to be released from the entire nature, first we have to be released from the karma chakra. From karma chakra. We are bound by the law of karma. In the last class we saw how the transmigration takes place of the jiva from one life to another, unable to fulfill the needs. His tendencies driving him, and the karmic load giving the fruit karma to be worked out, sukha dukkha. Sukha dukkha doesn't matter, but again and again to be driven into the world again is the most painful part. So that it has to be, the soul has to be released from the grip of the vasanas. So we saw the emerging out of karma chakra is one. That is, when you are never going against the laws of nature and you have cultivated universal love to love all, and another important quality, equanimity, to look upon all as same. All beings, the whole nature, wherever life is there, you are seeing something beyond the external. You are able to see good and bad, right and wrong, all things as same. Some are literates, some are illiterates. Some are lowly, some are highly. Can you see them equal? One is poor, one is rich. Can you see them equally? Man and woman, animals and beings, devatas and humans, all these rakshasas, so many ganas, varieties, devagana, all these varieties of beings, innumerable species. Can you look upon all of them? Equanimity, that sight of equanimity is what the Bhagavad Gita, main essence of Bhagavad Gita, to see everything as the same manifestation of one reality. God has manifested as this universe. So this understanding releases the soul to see the divine in everyone and releases from the karmic load. So the vasanas die away totally and you are free from the law of nature. Karma chakra, you are emerging out. But another chakra is there called niyama chakra. Even after getting release from the karma chakra, whatever you do, good or bad, it will not affect you. But you cannot go beyond the jurisdiction of nature. You will be still in the governance of the nature. So when Niyama Chakra comes, this is a paper. I cannot make a dog out of this, because to make dog, whatever things are needed are not there in this. Life itself is not there. Life alone can create another life. Light alone can create another lamp. Now this I cannot, but this law doesn't apply. This is law of nature, law of cause and effect. Whatever you want to produce an effect, the cause must be the same thing. Cause turns out to be effect. Now, clay is there, clay is getting turned into a pot. Clay is the cause and pot is the effect. Now, whatever is there in clay is there, a whole clay as it is in the form of the pot. Now, it is law. You cannot break this law. I cannot take a clay and make an elephant out of this, which elephant just moves about freely. I cannot make, because this law doesn't apply. Yeah, when he loves nature, all beings and everything in nature, and understands a power which has become the universe, a part of it itself is governing as nature. The Chit-Shakti Chaitanya, Chit-Shakti has become the universe, and the same Shakti is again pervading the whole gross, subtle and causal universe, is governing this universe. And he is intimate with that power who is governing this universe intimately through love and dedication. He dedicates for the welfare of all. Then he is released from the nature's, the binding laws also. He is free from the Niyama Chakra also. He can do anything from anything, do and undo anything, because he is in tune with nature. He cannot think of anything other than what nature thinks. He is totally built up an identity with nature, something like Prakriti Lina Purusha. He has become one with the nature. What nature thinks alone reflects in his mind. So, what nature is, you can see in his nature, the nature. So, then he is free from the law of this Karma Chakra, Niyama Chakra also. Then there is Kala Chakra. When the Kala Chakra comes into picture, when I sleep, I am free from my Kala. Time, my Kala, individual time concept is dissolved. But cosmic Kala is still there. So I am made to wake up by the Kala of the universe, universal time. My individual time dissolves when I sleep. But because universal time is continuing, when I am asleep, it wakes me up. When the universe dissolves, Kala, the Mahakala is there to wake it up. The Kala disappears with the whole universe becoming energy and becoming condensed into one bindu. Aparanada ends, Paranada begins. Time ends. Mahakala is there. Now, this Kala Chakra, the whole universe appearing and disappearing. Can you go beyond this Kala? Yes. This Kala Chakra. All these Jivan Muktas, Prakriti Lina Purushas, Chiranjeevis, Nitya Siddhas, Naradadi Nitya Siddhas, Ishvara Kotis, all these belong to a realm which is beyond the nature. It is called trans-relative existence. Relative, absolute existence, the relative existence, whole universe, it is surrounded by trans-relative existence. The inner stuff dissolves, the universe dissolves, and again appears. But this Sri Ramakrishna says, I was sitting for a meditation one day. My mind soared high and high. It crossed all the planes of existence, one by one lokas. I passed through one by one lokas. Finally, before I could enter from the relative existence into the absolute existence, I saw a luminous space surrounding the whole universe. And there, Saptarishis were sitting. That region, beyond the universe, before the absolute begins, a buffer between the absolute and the relative. Relative is a small speck in the infinite, absolute existence. In Brahman, the Ananta Koti Brahmandas, each Brahmanda is a small speck. And covering it is trans-relative existence. It continues to exist when the universe dissolves. And in Mahapralaya, this also dissolves. So when we see the trans-relative existence is there, where these people go and stay, they are beyond Kala. They will be witnessing the universe appearing. Millions of years it takes to appear. Go to the optimum level and again shrink back and dissolve in the absolute. It appears and disappears, again disappears. Universe. Shrishti Sthiti Pralaya cycle goes on and on. It is like the Damaru of a Shiva. It expands to the optimum, collapses zero, and again dissolves in the absolute, again becomes Bindu, and again Aparanada, Bindu, Paranada. It goes on oscillating. This is Damaru of the Shiva. So there we see the Kala Chakra also has to transit, to go beyond the nature in its entirety. I can transit my own nature with great difficulty. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Ahankara, Raga, Dvesha, all this inner stuff to transcend. Each one to transcend is a huge power. We cannot destroy, we can only transcend, go beyond. So going beyond is how much, to get that freedom, mukti. What does the mukti mean? Is to become eternally free from all this, including the whole universe. So this is mukti. Now, what would be the state when he reaches that? And what would be the journey? We are going through day and night cycle. Get up, again sleep, again get up. Jagra, Swapna, Shushupti, only we are moving. If you enter into higher levels of consciousness, from Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, again go back, again that's all. Can you enter into Anahata, go to the beyond, one by one? What would be that journey? That is unimaginable dimensions of beauty, love, peace, bliss, goes on expanding. So all this you are going to pass through to reach the beyond eternal. So this is the state of mukti. To go beyond from the nature, go beyond the nature in its entirety. Not as part or this, that, no. It is forever. You are free. Anytime you want, you can appear in the universe. They all will be waiting. Bhagavata says that how these Nitya Siddhas will be waiting after the dissolution of the universe, waiting to jump again into the universe. When universe appears stage by stage, that is Sri Chakra. From Bindu onwards, Sri Chakra represents from Bindu onwards the fullness, lotus. And this, when it is full and all jivas have reappeared and are in the same state, all this again descend to give the, who is there to give the knowledge of the Absolute? There is God. How to know? Who came and told? All these souls who are enlightened will be waiting to give that message. And this is mukti. This one of the main important part of the Jivan Mukta is to preserve that knowledge and pass on to the next and go. Nature doesn't allow the Jivan Muktas. A few especially will be kept bound to the I have given you. How nature demands. I have given you freedom, total freedom. Will you not help others to release whatever you have got in this world? You have to give back and go. Every life we see, whatever we have earned, whether it is progeny, wealth, to name and frame, powers, whatever we have earned, it will be taken away. We have to live and go. Like that, you have to leave the Jnana Bhandara also accessible to others. That is the main. Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat, Sajjana Shanti Mapnuyat, Shanto Muccheta Bandhepyo, Muktas Chanyan Vimochet. This mukti doesn't end with mukti. Anyan Vimochet is the last stage where the Jivan Mukta spends his at the bidding of the nature, Mother Nature. See, all these are aspects of Shakti, nature. Though we call it Maya in Advaita, it is a great power governing the lives of all jivas. And the Shakti has become, the Chit-Shakti itself becomes the universe, 24 cosmic principles, all jivas, varieties of species, each varieties go on multiplying and preserving all this nature, and the universe is pervaded by the same power to be its governance. Just like I come out of the mother's womb and then I manage myself. I learn to walk, I learn to eat, I learn to digest, I learn everything. I am governed by nobody is governing me. Like that, after the universe formed, its own power governs. We call it nature. Divine Mother has become the universe, and she has pervaded the universe as nature and preserves an independent existence apart from nature and the universe. This is the Divine Mother. It's freely accessible to any jiva at any time. You call upon me, I am there, independent of the whole universe. I have become the universe. I have become the nature governing it. And I am there. Yeah, apart from this also, you can call me anytime. It is this access, it is this that governs the rest of the released Jivan Muktas. Come, work. That child is calling, this child is calling. Now, the Chit-Shakti doesn't end with the universe and its governance. She has an independent, this one. And these jivas are called, when the Chaitanya we divide, we see the Vyashti Chaitanya. All jivas come under the Vyashti Chaitanya. Samashti Chaitanya. In Samashti Chaitanya, all the God, Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, and Virat, this universe. God has this universe. God has the Hiranyagarbha, the subtle aspect of existence. Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, all this at cosmic level. And then the Ishvara, the source and the substratum of all that exists, pervading this. In waking state we call it, the universe we call it as Virat. It's subtle behind the Buddhi, Manas and all that at cosmic level we call Hiranyagarbha, and its source where the dissolves and the Chaitanic background in which the whole thing is happening, we call it Ishvara. In Jiva, we have the same three divisions. The Vishwam is the universe, Vishwaha is Jiva in waking state. It is Vyashti level. And then there is Taijasa, sleeping, where Jiva is called Taijasa. And Prajna. These three Vyashti. Vyashti Chaitanya, Samashti Chaitanya. It is the Samashti Ishvara who takes the avatara for the sake of universe. Hiranyagarbha Virat will be as it is from Ishvara directly, avatara comes. And in between is Vishishta Chaitanya. This Vishishta Chaitanya is all Jivan Muktas. Samashti Chaitanya Ishvara, Vyashti Chaitanya Jivas, and Jiva realized and go into the another row called the Vishishta Chaitanya. Vyashti Chaitanya, Vishishta Chaitanya, Samashti Chaitanya. Ishvara, Jiva, and then the realized source, enlightened soul, released souls, Mukta Vijivas. In that, Nitya Siddhas, Jivan Muktas, then Prakriti Leena Purusha. Prakriti Leena Purushas also come in that. And then Chiranjeevis, all these come, Ishvara Kotis, all these come in as the Vishishta Chaitanya. They are all Mukta Jivas. At the request of the Divine Mother, independent of the universe, she appoints these small things to do work for the universe. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.